Did you have a good journey here?
Yeah, fine, thanks. Yeah, I came by bike.
So do you know what you're applying for then?
Yes, it's for the role of a camera operator.
Yeah. Just for live news broadcast.
Yeah, which, so it's obviously it means early mornings, but that's no problem for me because obviously I go everywhere by bike.
Yeah, so just tell me a bit about yourself.
Okay. I've been working as a camera operator for about 20 years now, and I know I don't look old enough, but you know I have. And I've actually probably about 18 years, but I did sort of 2 years working alongside college, and I've worked for a number of different companies, including the BBC, Granada, and Channel 1.
Was that doing camera work or floor manager or something?
I did a little bit of floor manager work and a bit of running to begin with as well.
So you've got a good experience in that?
Yeah, I've worked on a number of different programmes, but most of the programmes I've worked on have been sort of kind of Saturday night stuff. And I'm really interested in sort of in news programmes, and I tend to watch documentaries, and I prefer, I watch Newsnight, and I love the news, and that's my main interest. Whereas most of the programmes I've worked on in the past, and this is just through kind of chance, the opportunities that I've been given have been within sort of Saturday night lifestyle programmes, and usually live audience programmes. So, I mean, I'm obviously used to meeting deadlines, and it's always in front of almost always in front of a live audience as well. So, you know, you need to try and get everything done to the right timings. Yeah. I have done some live, just completely live work as well.
Okay. So how do you feel working for a demanding team and director? At the time, 6 o'clock to 9 or something like that?
I think those hours sound great, actually. I mean, what time of day would the job actually finish, and what time would it start? You know, do you have to get there 2 hours before?
You would normally get about an hour before.
An hour before, that's better than I thought.
So you get like, you can set the equipment up so like that, and then obviously it'll be an hour after we've shut everything down. So.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's, yeah, I mean, I was giving 2 hours beforehand, so it was, in the past it has sometimes taken longer.
Yeah, so, how would you set up a live camera, if you just explain, how would you do it?
How would I set up a live
camera?
How would I personally do it?
Yeah.
I would...
would you ask for help from like the runner, or would you be confident yourself?
I've done it on my own before, but if there's help available, I'll use it.
Okay.
And then, you know, obviously there's no chance of running over time, but...
So you've had lots of experience in live TV, so can you explain a bit more on that, like what actual programmes, the name of them were and stuff?
Well, the first one I started working on was right at the beginning, when I did some work experience, and it led on to me sort of being employed by the Associated Newspapers cable channel, which was actually a news and lifestyle and sport channel. So, I mean, that's probably the closest I've got to this type of work. But to begin with, that was quite good, and I started off as a kind of bit of a runner, a bit of a camera operator, doing sort of generally everything, and then I ended up doing more and more camera work, and that became my full-time job. That lasted for 5 years until Channel 1 folded. So then I moved on to Granada, and I did camera work on a few sort of Saturday evening shows, such as Blind Date.
Yeah.
That was one of them, and Through the Keyhole was another one. So all filmed in front of audiences. And then there were a couple of other small chat shows I worked on, and yeah, just a couple of
You know, the production is up from 5 till 10. How would you ensure you would arrive on time? Any difficulties?
Set my alarm clock.
How do you travel to the...
I tend to, if it's a site, it's absolutely no problem anyway. I tend to wake up at the crack of dawn. I would cycle to work.
Right, so there'll be no problem with traffic?
Yeah, there's no problem with public transport. And to be honest, that would be... Cycling that time of the morning would be so lovely because there wouldn't be so many cars around. But yeah, I have no trouble getting up early in the morning.
If you encountered a problem with your camera during the broadcast, how would you solve it?
I would call in technical support, depending on what the problem was. If I can't fix it myself, then I would call in some support, and which hopefully, I would imagine, for a show like this would be on call.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
5 years' time, I see myself behind a camera.
For my team or another project?
Oh no, absolutely. I'd love to work on a news programme. I've always wanted to. I mean, this is my ambition to work on a news programme. More than anything, that's what I've wanted. And it's just, I've enjoyed everything I've done on all the other channels. And I've enjoyed everything. I've enjoyed doing the live audience programmes, and I enjoyed working for Channel 1. I enjoyed working for the BBC. I mean, they're two ends of the scale. But what I really, really want to do is work on a news programme, because there's nothing more interesting to me than news coming in constantly.
So what would you bring to my production team? What skills would you say you bring personally?
Obviously, I bring my camera skills, 20 years of experience, and my enthusiasm for the job. And I can also offer extra skills, as I've done quite a lot of work. I've done other work within that field. So I've done some lighting as well. I've done some sound.
So you've worked dual over?
Yeah, I've done a bit in front of the camera as well, but I prefer to be behind it.
Right, so thanks for coming to interview. Anything you'd like to end with, ask, you're not sure about?
I think what just wondered sort of what the contract was and how long it was for, whether it's a permanent contract or...
If you get the job, the contract will just be just for the year, because we're not sure if the show will continue afterwards, if I'll still run the same broadcasting. So it'll be, and I've got a contract for a year, so it'll be running for a year at least.
And how many cameras will you have?
There'll be 5 cameras.
Okay. And how many presenters do you have?
We have 2 presenters, male and female, and they'll alternate, and the male will do the sport and the female will do like the showbiz and stuff like that. So.
Oh, okay. Are there any roles sort of for things like on location jobs as well, or is that all done separately?
There's a few people already doing that, but if anything comes up, I'll let you know about it. So. Is that all?
I think that's it, yeah. Okay, nice to meet you. Thank you.